everyone. This is Moni Singh, and welcome back to our Teaching STEM podcast and video series. I'm super excited today. I have something really, really great to share with you. So, this week I've been going through a training conference with the powerhouse of speakers like Tony Robbins, Dean Graziosi, Jenna Kusher, Trent Shelton, Russell Brunson. If you don't know these people, it might be something that you can start exploring because these guys are just the best. Um, but I want to talk about something that Tony Robbins shared, and I've been thinking a lot about that. For people who don't know Tony Robbins, he has been a catalyst for change and has been improving millions of lives for over 3 decades. And He's a life strategist. He is a peak performance coach. He's best-selling author. He does live seminars. He does events. He has helped people like President Clinton, Princess Diana, Nelson Mandela, um, and people like that. So you probably get a sense of where he is. The way I think about this is, we have been talking about personalized education as one of the grand engineering challenges of the 21st century. This dude, Mr. Tony Robbins, he has been doing this since the 20th century, right? So a long time. So there's a lot that we can learn from him. Because he's been doing it even before the digital economy came into play. So having said that, there's something interesting that I learned this week, and I've been thinking a lot about. And this it's in Tony's words, it's the tyranny of how. So let me kind of try and explain that. So if you think about a human mind, right, we are wired to look for dangers, right? So is there something that I need to run away from? Is there something I need to go fight? That's the kind of the primitive brain that all of us have, the animal brain sometimes it's called. And that basically always, the moment you sense something danger, something fear, we are like, "Oh, okay." Either we are running away from it or we're trying to fight it. And that's the fight or flight tendencies that we see quite a bit. And that's the survivor brain. And that survivor brain is not the one that actually helps with creating new things, right? So you need the creation side. And for that, you really have to start kind of getting into other parts of your brain. Now, what happens is that we have all these great interesting ideas, right? We want to do so much good in the community. We want to touch, if you are here, of course, in the Teaching STEM podcast, you're probably thinking about doing something great where you are touching children's life. You're able to offer them classes. You're able to offer them all the wonderful things that you know from your maybe last career, or you just want to work with children, or you are looking to create some more bring some more income that helps with your family. Maybe you're a stay-at-home mom. Maybe you used to work, but because of your children you decide to take a break, and now you want to get some more contribute towards the income coming into the family. Maybe you are actually in a job already, but you feel like you're stuck. There's something else that you need to do. You don't feel like you're fulfilled. So there could be all these different things, but you want to do something more than whatever you're doing right now. So what prevents us from taking the action, right? So Tony says that we have all these ideas, we have all this knowledge and all these things. Knowledge is not power. Knowledge is potential power. It's very powerful. So I'm going to repeat that. Knowledge is potential power. And how do you tap that potential of knowledge? By execution, right? By taking an action is when you actually extract the value out of the knowledge. So execution trumps knowledge. So if that's the case, then we need to go act, right? We need to go execute. So what prevents us? And there are many reasons that prevents us, but one of the reasons is this tyranny of how. And so what happens is that we want to do all these wonderful things, but while we're thinking about what we want to do, we immediately start putting our mind into how are we going to do it. And then, we tell ourselves, oh, I want to do all these great things and all these wonderful things. And then there's this little voice coming from our mind saying, dude, are you really sure? Are you really talking about that? I don't think you're ready. I don't think you're ready for it. And then we literally talk ourselves out of those dreams, of those things that we really feel like we need to be doing to be happy in life and to be more fulfilled. So and it happens because we're immediately going down the pathway of how am I going to do this? I don't know enough. I don't feel like I have all this knowledge. Yes, I've done it for maybe a couple of years, but I don't know if I can explain it, or I have never done it. Like for people out there who want to work with children, but you may feel like I don't know how to do it. And so now you're immediately going into this frame of mind of how. And the moment you get into how, you got the brain involved, and now, yeah, you're talking yourself out and you don't take any action. And that happens quite a bit. It happens so much. I mean, even when I look at my own life, there's so many times when my gut said, yes, Moni, go do this, go make it happen. And no, all these hows start coming in, then you're like, oh, I don't think I know this, I don't know how to do this, and then eventually it's like, okay, I don't think I can take any action because I just don't know so many things. Now here is an important thing, and this is something I took a note and I actually underscored it here. Tony says if you have to succeed, of course you don't know everything, and that's okay. So here's what he says: reasons come first, answers come later. Reasons come first. So the big thing that you have to do um, is to get clear on what you want to do and why you want to do it. What and why. The how comes later. And you really have to be very deliberate about that. So when you are thinking about this vision for your life or vision for your next 2 year, 1 year, I mean, you know what? The vision can change, right? As we move forward, we are learning other things, and we might say, oh yeah, I like doing what I was doing for the last 5 years, but my next 5 years I think I'm going to be going down this pathway, and that's perfectly fine. But whatever that vision is, you got to get clear on that vision first. The what and the why, those are the most critical elements. Don't get buried down on the how, at least not yet, okay? Because the hows, those answers come when you have sold yourself completely into the what and the why. So, for example, for all those people out there, for everybody listening, you want to start doing something with STEM enrichment. You want to get with kids and you want to start. Don't worry about the how just yet, okay? Just think about, yes, I want to do it. What if what if I'm able to bring maybe another $2,000 extra income per month? Can I do that? I would love to do that. And while I'm doing that, I'm actually able to spend more time with my own little children, and I can also teach some of their friends, so I'm involved more in their life and I'm actually impacting them. I'm doing something great for the community, and while I'm doing all of this, once I'm doing this, I'll feel like I'm more connected in the community, more recognized, perhaps, is maybe something that you're looking for. Just the fact that I'm helping these youngsters gain some new skills gives me fulfillment, and I'm feeling a lot more happy about it. Get very clear about those what's and the whys, okay? Don't go down the path of how just yet, okay? How will come, you will find the answer. And I used to say, when I look back into my experiences, I always tell people, put the stake on the ground. We are going there, okay? We are going there. Once you put that stake on the ground, now how you get there, yes, you'll find those answers. There's no question in my mind. So I think back to our move. We used to live in Chicago area, and then we had a very sudden move coming to Raleigh, North Carolina, and it was going to happen in like a matter of a month or so. We were moving the entire lock stock barrel, and It's like, oh my God, how will it happen? And all that frenzy and everything else. And he said, "Oh, you know what? Forget about all of that. Let's just start picking out the dates when this thing is going to happen." And we say, okay, this date we are going to fly out, and this date we move out here, and things like that. So we had those dates earmarked already. And then once those dates were there, we basically backtracked from there and said, okay, now we need to start thinking about, okay, how do we sell the home here in Chicago? And then we have to figure out the movers. We have to figure out all these other things along the way to make that date happen. So very important. I think it's something, the most valuable piece I can really leave for everybody here is that get clear, really take the time, think about it, about what you want to do and why. Get very clear, crystal clear about that. You almost are putting that stake on the ground. Okay, do that. People sometimes talk about burning the bridges, right? So but basically commit to that, what and the why. Don't worry about the how just yet, and I'll talk more about the hows in one of the next time when we meet. So great talking with all of you. Remember, the reasons come first, answers second. Remember that. And with that, we'll end this today's episode. Catch you next time. Take care, everyone. Bye.